heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Never stop by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay.
What's up, people? What man? Figure I'll get with y'all real quick, man. I haven't did a live this week. I think I did one Monday. Then we went live on Monday, or was it Tuesday? I think it was Monday. Might have did a live, but I haven't messed with y'all all week, man. I apologize. I'm getting the swing of things of doing the lives, then doing the the regular videos. So I kind of be going back and forth between the two, of which I'm gonna do. I did do the video though. So those of you that didn't catch it, I did just drop a video that was not able to be played on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up, man, if you caught the video that I dropped. Was it yesterday? The day before. This is the day before. But I'm gonna put the I'll put the image up, man. Some of y'all might have saw it, but it's on Rumble. It's on Rumble. This was the image. If you was able to catch it, great. If not, then by all means, after this video is over, be sure and watch it. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. I'll talk about it a little bit. The video is called Draconian Measures. Don't y'all find that kind of odd though? They call it, they say like when somebody doing something that's just inhumane, inhumane, get it? Inhumane or sinister or nefarious. What do they call it? Draconian measures. Do y'all think that's by coincidence? Do I think it's by coincidence? Nah, y'all know around here we don't deal in coincidence. That's something we don't do. It's a coincidence that this glass has some tea in it and that I'm drinking it. That's a coincidence. That's a coincidence. But some of this stuff that's going on, it's not a coincidence. Oh, speaking of coincidence, I might have to get up and get some more of this, man, before we through today. I love tea, man. I tell y'all that. I love tea. I told y'all if you was gonna give me a birthday present, give me some gold tea, the sweet one. That's how you get on my good side. You give me some tea. But like I said a second ago, we were talking about coincidences. So I just want to run something by y'all. Oh, I wanted to play this, but I don't know if I'm gonna play it because it doesn't have a lot to do. Well, I guess it kind of do. We'll play it. Yeah, we'll play it. But that's not what I want to show y'all. I'm gonna do this first because I thought this was interesting. See what y'all think real quick. Oh, before I forget, just so you know, those of you that haven't had the opportunity yet, we are doing the half off on the super bundle, which is the full package detox package. Has the Genesis pineal gland decalcifier, has the New Dawn facial cleanse, gets the parasites and toxins out of your face. You got the DE parasite detox, okay, kills the internal parasites that lead to what I'm about to talk about in a second here. So you definitely want to get them things out or they'll get to your brain, which people are finding out the hard way, what the doctors won't tell them that. And also you get the body shot detox, deals with the Morgellons and also deals with the nanoparticles that they put on your body. But the Genesis actually deals with that stuff too. And then you get the IV. They don't even want us saying much about the IV, man. They about made us take it out the shop, just so y'all know. They about made us take the IV out of the shop. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to say it on here because that's how sinister this stuff has gotten. They don't want you doing anything that could help you. It's crazy, man, the times we in, I swear. Why is this thing not popping up? Hold up, guys. Let me all right, I'm gonna pull it up like this. This might work a little better. But no, like I said, right now we're doing that half off on that super bundle. You get all those different products that come in that's a full package, full body detox. But we also got the Flex 4. The Flex 4 has the New Dawn, has the body shot, has the DE and the Genesis. Okay, you get one of each in the Flex 4. Okay, so basically it's like a 1 month supply of the stuff that you need. Now you don't get the two IVs in that, so that's the difference. That you don't get 2 Genesis, which you got to use the Genesis, guys, on an ongoing basis to start the decalcification process, because the fluoride has been built up over the course of a long period of time. So as you start to address that, man, it'll start to disintegrate, but it also will take time for it to break down. It's on a molecular level. So some people take the Genesis 1 month. You got to take that ongoing. Some people just take it ongoing throughout the course of their lifetime because you constantly ingesting fluoride, whether it be through your toothpaste or your water. Okay, and this is how we've been being attacked, and we're going to the biggest thing why most people can't, and they don't know they so they can't figure it out because of this stuff. It's just, once you get this stuff out, just so either way, we are gonna continue that half off to the rest of this weekend. So if you haven't had an opportunity yet, let me pull this up real quick, guys, because we were just talking about coincidence, and I just find it coincidental. So I was talking to somebody the other day, man, somebody that's close to my family that happens to be dealing with MS, and you know, we had our guy Hot Rod that was on the live. I want to say it was about a week ago. We had Hot Rod on there, and he was talking about dealing with MS and stuff too. Okay, now y'all know, and I try to explain to people, man, it's a correlation there with the MS. You're talking about parasites. You're talking about lesions on the brain. You're talking about holes. They don't tell you this stuff because they don't want you to know, because that's part of the DEPOP. They make sure you get this stuff in you so it'll tear you up. But hey, man, a lot of with that, I did a whole video on it where they was talking about the younger and younger people coming down with MS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia. Like, they coming down with all this stuff now. It's like, and the thing they always say on the article is doctors are baffled. They're baffled, right? Well, we're not baffled. Us in the true community, we know exactly what the heck is going on. So it baffles me how people can't figure it out. But let's take a look at this real quick. This is one of the was it a Pussycat Doll? One of them girls. I can't think it is. Hold up, let me pull it up, guys. Some of y'all might already heard about it, but you know, a lot of people don't talk about this stuff because they feel horrible about it. Let me do the presentation real quick. Hold up. So let's see, we got to share screen one. Allow. Okay. So I don't know if I can see that real good. I'll try to make it bigger. So I'll read it. I will read it. Let me take this off the screen real quick. Okay. Okay. It says 3 days after the first bleep, I had a muscle spasm that didn't leave my body for 6 months. I'm a professional dancer, and I did everything I could, massage, acupuncture, chiropractic, to try to get it out. It wouldn't come out. Fast forward, I stupidly got the second bleep because I didn't correlate it. Why didn't you correlate it? Why couldn't you figure it out? But see, you did the first one. You did the first one because you couldn't figure it out. You see what I'm saying? But the second one really got you. You should have knew from the second one. You already had this thing going on. So anyway, let me see something real quick. Hold on, guys. She couldn't figure it out, right? We figured it out a long time ago, but some people ain't figured it out. So fast forward, I stupidly got the second bleep. I didn't correlate it. That's when all the MS symptoms started. Brain fog, right? Double vision, etc. It was horrible. It was really heartbreaking to understand on a deeper level that we had been lied to, right? I trusted and shouldn't have. And that's when anger set in. It's crazy to me that this is still going into arms. I went and got the bleep. I believe in the bleep. Now I don't. You're right. Is that surprise you guys, man? Are any of you guys baffled by this? Are any of you guys baffled by what's going on here? See, This the problem I have, man. And I can't even say it's a problem. It's an understanding more so now that the reason a lot of these people, like I remember when my buddy, man, and he's dealing with the same thing right now. Okay, some of y'all family members, friends are dealing with this stuff too. My buddy's dealing with the same thing right now. I told him, don't do it, right? He went against everything I said, swore up and down. He did all the research in the world and he knew so much, right? Fast forward 2 years later, him and his son have had all kinds of surgeries. Okay, that's all I can tell you. And having health conditions out the wazoo. Both of them was 100% healthy as an ox. At this point, his son's sports career has been pretty much canceled, and he's been told not to do too much. And he's had surgery. He's got stitches all throughout his neck right now because of the stuff that he supposedly researched. Right now, I did my research though. So anyway, what happened is, man, like even after people had experienced a certain level of symptoms and things like that, they still couldn't process and put it together what caused the first problem, even though it's clear that something you did caused the problem. What did you do new? Like it should be simple for people to figure out, what did I do new? What new did I do? That's the first thing the doctors ask you when you come into the hospital. They say, well, what have you done? What have you taken anything? Blah, blah, blah. But if you point out the obvious, they say, no, it wasn't that. It's like they're programmed to train your mind to believe that too. So they say it, they say it, they regurgitate it, and then you regurgitate it. The same thing. They say, no, well, it couldn't have been that. And you say, you know what? You're right. It couldn't have been that. It couldn't have been that. So ultimately, these people end up continuing on like, well, I know these experts, these doctors and things, they're not going to lie to me, right? They're experts. They know better than anybody else. Just like on the front of my video, guys, I just did. I did the video that I got up on the screen right here, the draconian measures, where the dude was in the store. He was following the girl around. He like, why don't you have a mask on? She like, dude, get the heck away from me. Why are you following me? He like, you need to have a mask on. He was like, I swear, guys, he was like mask, COVID mask security guard or something. Like he was making sure everybody had mask on. He had like a badge of honor on. You know the badge of honor I'm talking about. I took the, but either way, he's walking around harassing this lady, man, saying all this stuff. Oh yeah, my wife's a doctor and she knows everything about this stuff, so she can tell you. She's the expert. So we're supposed to listen to her, even though the experts are being influenced. And I told y'all, the so-called experts they're under control. They're under the influence, right? So they're gonna do stuff, man, and they're not gonna think about it. They're being instructed. They're being handed down orders. They're on the hive mind. So they're gonna tell you stuff, and they're gonna lie to you based off of the stuff that's being put in their head. Like the guy was saying with the technology that they have implemented, which is in the pop quizzes. Okay, listen, in the pop quizzes and stuff, you're gonna have thoughts that you're gonna think are your thoughts, but they're not your thoughts. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? And we're gonna get into this even deeper, because it's starting to make a lot of sense what's happening right now. But you're going to have thoughts that are not your own. You're going to think they're your own, but they're not your own. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? This is why I tell everybody, man, clean your system out. I tell y'all this every time. They have not sprayed this stuff throughout the skies. They have not put this stuff in these dang pop quizzes on these masks. They haven't done that stuff for no reason. It's to have a desired effect on you. It's to have a desired effect. Remember, I play that clip at the beginning of my videos all the time, and I'm about to play it now. And I think y'all need to understand. Hold on, let me play it, man. I usually play the No. Come on, man. All right. What's up, guys? I'm back. So I usually play the little piece, man, but y'all have to understand, man. I tell y'all, they haven't done this stuff to people for a reason. Like, we look at some of our friends, family members, and loved ones. We say, dang, you messed up because, or we think they can't listen. They stubborn. They hard of hearing. They don't get it. They not processing information the right way. It's a real thing. Okay, that's really happening to them. You seeing a certain level. Okay, you're seeing the effect, the mass effect is having on some people. What y'all don't understand and what people fail to realize is there's side effects and there's also latent effects that are happening, as well as some minor effects that people are experiencing as well. Like, for instance, I told y'all, look, I never took the walk, all right, but I became alarmed when I went and did the magnet test. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have done the magnet test, but if you've never done the magnet test, I suggest you do the magnet test. You might have heard about it. If you've never done it, get you a magnet and try sticking it on your collarbone or on your chest area. All right, try sticking it on there. If it sticks on there, you have a problem. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If it sticks on there, you have a problem, okay, that you need to address. You have nanotech in you, and you need to be removing that stuff. I found out, that's what kind of led me to start even with the detox shot. I said, oh, shoot, I got to deal with this because I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was only the people that took the walk. It's not, because they've been putting it in the food. That's why I play the piece where it shows like, hey, they stuck to the meat and everything. That's because the meat that you consume, and they've been putting it in there. They've been putting it in there. But let's go play this little clip real quick, man, so y'all can see what I be referencing. Hold on. Then we're gonna go into a little farther to what we want to play, which it ain't nothing but my regular intro, but we gonna roll it anyway. All right, let's see.
We have before us the opportunity
Hold on.
for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of. We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law.
Understand, they are safe, long as they are not
The conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness.
Speared to death in blood.
An order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us safe.
So y'all heard what the guy's saying at the beginning of the video, man. The guy's breaking through on the signal. All right, he's breaking through on the signal that they're putting people asleep. All right, to keep people dumbed down. What I'm explaining to you guys is that everybody is not going to be affected to the same degree. That does not mean that you're not being affected. Okay, understand what I'm saying? Like, you might look at it like you talk to your friends and family members and loved ones, try to convince them not to do this, that, and the other. Okay, you got it. You understood the mission. You understood what they were trying to do at a certain point in your life. You understand, oh, this is what they trying to do. What I tell y'all all the time, though, is just because you figured out something today doesn't mean it wasn't going on yesterday. All right, so you have to say, okay, well, what have I been subjected to as of yesterday? What is the different things that they've implemented yesterday? All right. So from the standpoint of these people that's got these like MS and things, people's come down with these different cancers and stuff like that. This stuff wasn't just implemented today. People been having cancers. People been dying of these different things. People been having dementia and kidney failure and stuff. This is from the stuff that's been implemented over a course of a lifetime. All right, we've mainly been focusing lately on the effects of what's happening to people from the wall, but it's already been stuff that's been implemented from the food, the water, the air, and the medicine. All right, so that's why I played the piece, man, in the video I just dropped, Draconian Measures, where the guy was reading off. And it's the same, it's another script about what they were going to do to attack us, to basically wage war on us. In the scripts, guys, they basically saying they're going to wage war on us. It's literally saying, it's like, I'm not over exaggerating what's being said. It's saying they're going to wage war on the human population. Let that sink in for a second, man. We like, well, how does it? And they say, oh, the people that's stupid enough to continue to do the stuff that's going to deteriorate their health and that's going to kill them, let them be stupid enough. They're not smart. Human beings are, they say all this kind of crap about us, man. And what can you say? Just like we just talked about the girl from the Pussycat Dolls. She said, oh, I took the first bleep and all this crap started happening to me, but then I stupidly went and took another bleep. Like, you didn't think from the first one, like, maybe if I take a second one, I'd be even worse. I'd be more messed up. She couldn't even put that together. But I don't blame her, because what I'm trying to tell you guys is it's the level of drugging that has taken place. They have drugged us as a society. Now we look at the people that's drugged to that extent that they can't even, figure out the basics. Like, yo, this is some bad stuff. But think about it. How much have we all been drugged? To what extent are we all affected by certain things? When you drug somebody so much, it makes sense how they could pull the plug on an election that's going on, right? And say, oh, we just had a problem with a water main break. And most people gonna believe it, right? They gonna believe it. Why? Because of the drugging that's taking place over the course of their lifetime. Over the drugging that's constantly going on. All right, so they can put all this crap on TV and the programming, and people gonna buy into it because they have been lulled to sleep. This is what's really happened. Now, most people don't have a clue, don't know nothing about it. Like, we on this live right now, and it's a select few, but you one of the few, man. If you in this live right now and you figuring that things out, man, you're one of the few that actually understand what's going on out here. Okay. But for the most part, I would say somewhere around 95% of the world is oblivious to what's happening. All right. But this, and say he represents that same, however you want to slice it, he represents that group, that race. Okay, that race that was kicked down from heaven, from the upper dimensions, from the layers outside of this realm. They've been kicked down here, and they run this realm, and they do what they want. Okay, and whether God gave them the dominion over this domain, over this earthly realm, hey, that's one thing. But the stuff that they're implementing here is another. Okay, whether it's for your soul or whatever, it's still your health. Your personal health is also at risk, as well as your spiritual ability. All right. So what I wanted to do though is I wanted to pull up this clip, because we're talking about the mark and what it was and who had the mark. Was this the mark? Everybody like, oh, is this the mark 666, mark of the beast? I told y'all straight up, I said, man, it's definitely the mark. Okay, now you have to look at it like this, man. They got it set up, right? They got everything in position. Whatever they roll out next, all they have to do is reiterate it and reestablish the same measures that they put in place before. So whoever ain't got the mark, okay, in their body, they can implement it for the next round and the next round. So it can always be a thing that they can keep on forcing. But you have to have faith. Like I showed you the video, the German lady, she did 80, they said 8,600 people she gave saline to. Saline. So they didn't end up getting the mark. You understand what I'm saying? Like those people, and I tell y'all like this, man, like your higher self is gonna take care of you and put you in the right position. Okay, if you vibrate high, your spirit is gonna put you in the right positions. Same thing Max Spear said. Like, who's to say how these certain 8,600 people wind up at the particular clinic they went to where they end up getting saline opposed to getting the crap that everybody else got? Then you had people that got bad doses. Like this stuff really happened, man. They had doses that wasn't refrigerated. I'm assuming that the either the graphene or whatever, or either the parasite that was in there died, right? And that's what ties into that MS, which I told y'all. The MS is essentially has been linked directly to parasites. Think about this. Cancer and MS have been linked directly to parasites, right? So how is it all of a sudden they give out something recently and now we got a boost in cancer, MS in young people and other brain deteriorating diseases? How is that unless it's a parasitic thing, right? So I pointed out also what Carrie Maget found. Not just Carrie Maget, it was two other doctors that have since been killed, right? They took them out. And they found that this intelligent parasite was moving really, really fast, really fast, kind of like that turbo cancer that they found. It's moving really, really fast. I wanna play this piece, man. I don't know if I can get away. You know, I'll be trying to play stuff for y'all, man, but then I'll be getting in trouble because some stuff it just can't be talked about. And I'm probably not gonna be able to keep this up on YouTube. I don't think I will. I just got a strike, man, so I don't want to say too much. We're gonna play something though, because this goes back into what I was talking about. Now, what we was really hitting on though, guys, was the whole thing about the rapture and stuff, right? The rapture. You talking about the rapture. Okay. And in this little clip I'm gonna play for you guys, it's from a movie. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was a rapture movie called Left Behind. Have any of y'all ever heard of that? If you heard of it, man, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you've heard of it's a rapture movie. If you heard of it, put a thumbs up if you can. Said Mark said we've been lied to about everything. Yes, Mark, we have. That's why I try to tell people, if they didn't lie about everything in our life, why wouldn't they lie about the Bible? Why wouldn't they? We already know they touched that. You can't even, that's not even deniable. We can't deny that they touched the Bible because there's so many versions of it. That alone should tell you, okay, somebody been tinkering with it. And then not to mention different versions, but we also know that they took a lot of different books out of it. And I tell y'all all the time, if they took books out, then they put books in. Stuff they wanted you to think or what they wanted you to believe so that they can further control you. But they're not just trying to control you here on the physical. The physical is only a smidget of a point in time. So why would they put so much focus on controlling you on the physical when your spiritual is what really matters? You see what I mean? Like, it don't make sense when you think about it. You got to consider the obvious. Why would they invest so much time, energy, and money and finances into controlling you as they try to pay these artists to sell their soul and stuff? Why you think they do that? Not a coincidence, man. Not a coincidence. So either way, man, I'm gonna play this little piece. But in this little rapture movie, man, I just watched. It's not even like a movie. It's like a it's like a documentary or it's like some kind of little documentary or whatever. And the guys in there, they're kind of talking like as if they already left, like the rapture occurred and they gone, right? And the people are still here. And they depicting it as like people just disappeared. People just disappeared. Okay. So here we go again, trying to, with them associating the physical with the afterlife experience, which we already know you cannot associate the physical, like this body, with the afterlife experience. But they have purposely made it so people cannot put it all together as far as the spiritual aspect of it, because they too focus on the physical aspects of everything. Okay, from, like I said, from the angels and wings and stuff, from the devil and how he's supposed to be presented. Okay, from Jesus actually having to come down in flesh, which he's a spiritual being, right? From heaven, like you being ascended to heaven in the physical. You burning in hell as a physical being, burning in fire is a physical experience. But this is the stuff that they give you to keep you in line, to make you do the stuff that they want you to do. All right. They have totally diluted the real interpretation of the Bible and the spiritual side of this thing, which is most important. All right. And like I said, tell y'all time, like Jesus is a spirit. He's a spiritual being in itself. So why he got to operate in the physical? All right. Why is operating in the spiritual? You see what I'm saying? Angels operate in spiritual form, right? God is operating in the spirit. So why do we have to have this physical like presence of somebody for us to get an understanding and to be able to grasp what's happening? See, as long as they control it, which they can control it with a physical presence or a physical character that you have to actually visualize in order to grasp what's going on. If they give it to you on a physical level, then that way you will never look at the spiritual side of it, and you won't look to the spiritual aspects of this. So everything will be kind of confusing to you. All right. So they're like, oh, they gonna have to expect and wait for a man to show up physically before they think anything is happening. So we could do it whatever we want to them, because they'll never know it's a spiritual thing. Does that make sense, guys? So, and while you sitting here waiting on some physical things to happen, just like the mark of the beast, that's why I say everything has been given to you on the physical level to where you won't see it if it come in the spiritual level, because you ain't even in the spirit. So physically, people expecting to get this mark on their forehead, the 666 mark, okay? Even though we got this 666 pattern for the walk, which is telling in itself. It's telling in itself. But if you have not been connected, if you don't really grasp the magnitude of the spiritual realm, then a lot of this stuff is gonna flow right over your head. It's gonna flow right over your head. So this is what I'm let me see here. I'm gonna play this little piece, man, from the movie. Like I said, it's called Left Behind. All right. It's called Left Behind. And it basically, like I said, the rapture occurring and people physically being left behind, and they're talking amongst each other. But what happens if people are spiritually left behind? Remember we talked about frequency and stuff, and I even had Jamal on. He was talking about how if you're not vibrating high enough, you're not on that frequency, you won't even see people. But you're not on that same frequency that these other people are on, that are vibrating high, that are having positive, they got love. Like love is the highest vibration. So if you vibrate high enough, folks can't touch you. Evil ain't gonna be able to mess with you like that, right? Because you on another level, you on another frequency. They not even gonna be able to see you the way that you are able to see things, because now you operating in more in spirit. So you see things, talking about energy and stuff like that. We start talking about the Adam and Eve aspect of this, all right, and how they was spiritual beings first and foremost, and then they got fooled by Satan, which was a lizard. I told y'all that. He fooled them told them they was going to be like God and stuff like that if they did this. But guess what? They was already like God because God gave them the spiritual power. He gave them the channel that he wanted them to have. They the ones that cut it off. They cut them off then and they cut folks off now. But the reason why people couldn't put this stuff together is because they already had implemented some stuff, guys. I told y'all to cut people off from their higher self so they couldn't have spiritual discernment. What do you need spiritual discernment for if you don't have anything to spiritually discern? Let that sink in for a second. Discernment for if you have nothing to ability if you have no use for it. Is it making sense, guys? And then if that's the true source of essence of who you are as a spiritual being, then that's where your powers is really supposed to be, and that's where you're going to ascend to when you get up out of here. Period. Like whether let's be clear, whether Jesus show up here in the physical form or not, you good if you connected spiritually through the channel that he gave you. So however you want to see it, guys, however you want to perceive it or perceive the message that I'm giving you is that they have established a system. Okay, that is the mark of the beast is supposed to be the 666, right? So I showed y'all that was on the patent for the walk. Okay, they told folks you couldn't come in this store, you couldn't keep this job so you could have money to buy stuff if you didn't have this mark in your system. I told y'all technology has advanced further than where they were when they was talking about this stuff in the book, but I believe it. I don't even believe it matter. I believe they always had the plan to put it in your system. They got it in your system, the Lucifer race, then you become part of his race of beings, right? Just like no different than the genetically modified folks that they was doing beforehand. They already been doing stuff to create this race that was artificial, so to speak, rather than God's people, which is anybody that's connected directly to God, connected to the source. When they start creating, they start cloning people and stuff like that, man, they start doing the devil's work then. That wasn't nothing but the devil's work. They was in the lab. And I'll go as far as, man, because I've heard, and this is something to look into, man, but I heard that it was quite possible that the Garden of Eden was one of the first actual labs that was created. One of the first actual labs that was created. Now, that could be far-fetched. It takes some research to dig into it. But you look at it from the standpoint, okay, these beings have been here for a long time. They've been messing with, they got the cloning center in these underground bases. They got cloning labs. They've been doing experiments. Okay, they've been recreating. They've been tinkering with our DNA. Why you think you got junk DNA? God don't make no junk. God don't make no junk. Do y'all hear me? I don't think y'all hear me. I said God don't make no junk. The devil makes some junk, but God don't make no junk. All right, let's be clear. So you got junk DNA, right? Why do you have junk DNA? And I told y'all before, why you got a junk pineal gland. If you got a pineal gland that you have no access to, you got junk. You got a junk pineal gland. It ain't worth nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you got a pineal gland that's not active, that you can't access, you can't do nothing with, then you got junk. Okay? And then at the same token, that was something that God gave you that he wanted you to use. I didn't have people in here criticize me saying, Nick, you telling people to use something that's devil talk. That's new age worship. No, it ain't. You just found out that you had it. They told you didn't, right? They the ones that hid the stuff from you. But God didn't give it to you, man, if he ain't want you to use it. God giving you teeth and telling you that you only supposed to drink water. He ain't give you teeth so that you could only drink water. He wants you to eat something. It ain't necessarily got to be meat. Right? Just like he gave you your eyes so you could see. He gave you your mouth so you could eat, right? And talk. So it's not a mistake. Anything that God gave you, you're supposed to utilize. It's a reason. Everything has a reason and a purpose. So even when we go as far as having 2 kidneys, you see what I'm saying? When you got 2 lungs, right? You got 2 eyes. You got your teeth. You got bottom teeth. You got top teeth. Like, you got everything that you was given. God was given to you for a reason. Your reproductive system given to you for a reason. A man was given his reproductive organs. Woman was given hers so that they could reproduce. They supposed to go together to do that. Now, whether you supposed to be messing with somebody that got the same reproductive system as you, I don't know. I just don't see the point in that. But hey, I didn't create these creatures and these beings, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever seen a animal that was confused like this. I'm just saying, man. That's why I say we start going back to the instructions and stuff, and how we've been given instructions on what we're supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying, though, guys, when I say that? Like, think about this, man. Think about this, regardless of what you feel about what Net be saying. Think about this. All right. Think long and hard about this. God gave you, the ability to reach him on a spiritual level, right? Because he's not a human being. And if you need to talk to him, you got to have his number, right? You got to have his number, but you also got to have a line to reach him. And that channel that he gives you is a line straight to him. But what if they cut your line off? What if they cut your line to God? They cut your line to God, and then they instructions on what you need to do. Some people don't think about that much. Some people don't think about that, man. But like I tell y'all, why would they go out their way? And I told y'all, I play the piece for y'all all the time. Rudolph Steiner said we're gonna cut them off from spirituality. They wasn't gonna know nothing about it. And think about it. Most people don't know nothing about it. But they know to go to church, right? They cut you off, and then they sent you to church and say, if you don't go to church, you're not gonna go to heaven, right? And you need this book of instructions, all right? But we gonna cut your channel off so that you can't talk directly to God yourself. Do that make sense? Think about that. So that's something to look at, man. But the reason, like I told y'all, man, the reason that people, and I say foolishly, man, and I say that, with empathy for those that have been fooled and those that had been strong-armed. People went and they did do this, man. They went without getting much, getting much information or gathering much information. They just went, but it was more so about the damage that was already done to the brain with the different drugs and things that they had already implemented in people's lives. Okay. And this is why, like I said, some people went straight and did that regardless of what they believed, anything that was put out there. You don't believe it. You see things different because you're not in line like that. So the stuff that's apparent to you is not as apparent to them. I'm trying to tell y'all, they really have an issue. Okay. And it comes down to the stuff that they've implemented over the course of our lifetime. So anyway, we start talking about the beast, the system, the Antichrist. All right, we was talking about that, man. We talking about 666, the mark of the beast, right? Well, why do we have to associate beast with a man? If you do that, then you also miss it, right? So if the mark of the beast is the man, but what does the beast represent, though? Okay, the mark of the beast. A man could incorporate the mark, but what does the mark entail? You know what I'm saying? What is the beast? What does it entail? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mark, but it stands for more than just the mark that you mess around and have. Like, you have to have that mark. Remember in the Bible said you have to have that mark in order to buy, to sell, to trade, to be a part of society. You had to have that mark. They talking about this back 2,000 years ago. You have to be able to, like, how they know this, right? So people got this mark, and what was they able to do? Now they can come in the store. Now you can go back to work. You know, like, okay, I'm good, right? Then also they put in there, the rapture and stuff, or people was gonna be hitting another level, or they was going. It didn't even say, like, I don't even think it says like where exactly people were going, but there would be a rapture. Okay, this is what people believe is to take place. All right, what that rapture would look like has been depicted in many different ways, man. Physically, more than anything. But we understand that it's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. So if the Antichrist is the mark of the beast, we got the mark of the beast, the mark of the Antichrist. Antichrist is going to be something that's blocking Christ. Okay, blocking Christ Jesus, blocking Jesus Christ, Jesus in your heart, right? Christ in your mind. If you have this stuff in your system, which Lord forbid if any of y'all do, man, I send a prayer to you guys. But they also titled it Lucifer race, right? And it's showing up in people's bodies. It's showing up in their hands. It's showing up in other places throughout the body. Okay. Is this the actual system? And you are marked from inside, not outside, like people were expecting. And is the beast, mark of the beast, beast represents the system, the stuff that they put in place. You see what I'm saying? It is a system. If you are marked with that, you are part of the system. All right, because now you're integrated in the system, like all the different readings, the different things that they use to decipher who, and that's something that can be picked up on the different things that they use to read this mark. I'm gonna play this little video real quick, guys. Hold on.
That you may have heard of, you thought he was coming right back to this earth. That doesn't happen for another 7 years. Instead, first he caught us up to be with him in the cloud. We'll look at one more verse of scripture just to prove how the Bible told us that this day would come. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. In verse 51,
So, guys, he said something interesting right there that I wanted to touch on real quick. He said that the first, before he came back, now this could be something that it may have some significance, may not. But he said that before he came back, that we would be caught up with him in the clouds to be with him. This is what he said. Okay, and it's supposed to be one of these verses. I don't know if it's the one that's on the screen or not. But he said we would be caught up in the clouds. We would go up in the clouds to be with him. So we're not flying. Let's be clear. We're not flying. So if anything, spiritually, you would be up in the clouds, but you're not going to be like literally just sitting up in the clouds, obviously. That does carry some weight when you look at it, right? So people that were able to ascend consciously to a certain level, they avoided some of these things that has went on. We start talking about frequency, we start talking about vibration again. Okay, you vibrating high enough, then you on a whole nother level. You're not going to experience the same things that some people experience. Like it was people that experienced the whole pandemic on a very bad level. Like I know it's people that did have to, you know, they couldn't go in stores, they couldn't do this, that, and the other. You know, that people went through a lot, right? Whereas it wasn't so bad. Like it wasn't as bad for me. I don't know. Some of y'all might not have been as bad for y'all either. But depending on what level you at, okay, what frequency you on, it very well might have depicted how things would have been for you. Okay. Now, if you have ascended to a high level of consciousness, then your reality may not be the same as the perception of reality that somebody else might be going through that's living in a hell. Now, I do know some folks that was going through it that had a hard time during this period of time. All right. Now, you know, it broke up families and all kind of relationships and things like that. People was on different wavelengths. People was on two different levels. Their minds was functioning differently. Okay. They perception of reality, their interpretation of what was going on, their impression of what was going on was very different. Some people was in all-out panic. Some people was cool. I don't know which you are, but something to think about, man. Let me play the rest of this.
Apostle Paul, writing about 2,000 years ago, said, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, or we shall not all die, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trump."
You hear that? He said, "We shall all be changed." Now that's deep right there, man. We shall all be changed. I'm gonna play that back. I don't know if y'all can hear it good, man. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Give me a stuff ain't so good, man. I really need to re-record this so y'all can hear it better, man. I apologize. But if y'all can hear this good, man, please let me know. So if I'm playing this and you can't hear it, we can figure out what we need to do to get you all straight. So is everybody hearing this okay? Let me know. I'm gonna check it before I play it, guys. I want to be sure that people are hearing it okay. Hold on. I'm trying to see why this thing still got this. Hold on a second, guys. I'm about to play it. Give me a second. Let me fix this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we got thumbs up. Yeah, people. Okay, everybody can hear it. Okay. All right. Let me play it some more, man. Let me play it some more. Here we go. Play some more.
Trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. The proof is in the pudding. The dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. The proof is in the pudding. The Bible did indeed tell us that this event was going to take place. As I've said before, we knew in advance that this was going to happen. Now, one of the things that we know as we sit and contemplate this event, which we can only do so vaguely, is understand that through the seduction and the deception that is coming upon this earth, other explanations will be given for what's taken place here. And as we sit and ponder that, we think about if the rapture took place in the world in which we live today, the one frame of reference that most people would have for this event came from something that's been very popular in this world for the last decade or so. It's called Star Trek, and it's called the transporter beam me up study. So stories will begin to explode that people have been taken off this planet on UFOs, that they've been sent to other planets, to slave planets, or that they have just been brought up to UFO for some reason or another. This is simply not true according to the scripture. It is a lie that we know is forthcoming. Others may say that what we are witnessing here is a new technology that mankind has invented. Once again, it is that when the serpent told the lie to Eve in the Garden of Eden, he said to Eve, "Surely God hath not said," he discounted what God had said in the Word of God that we're trying to explain to you now. And at the same time, he said to Eve, "You shall be as gods." This is the lie you're going to hear in the days ahead. That you have taken this step of evolution, that these new powers exist in the world today because mankind is evolving to the next level, and that indeed you don't need some God out there to rescue you. You just have to discover the divinity that is within yourself.
But I believe that
The ruler, those who won't, will be beheaded, they'll be executed.
It is interesting to note that the Antichrist does have a partner. His name is the false prophet. The Antichrist will be especially adept at setting up a world government, but he wants to invoke the religions of the world to come and to stand with him. And so he chooses someone who he makes a great religious leader. In fact, that person may already be a great religious leader. And that person is a...
So did y'all hear about, he said there would be a system. Did y'all hear that part? He said that they would create a system. All right, the Antichrist was going to create a system. Well, what system would it be? It would be a beast system. Okay, the system of the beast, the mark of the beast. Like they telling you right there what they're going to do, what it's going to be. They're going to incorporate a system, and the system was going to deal with all kinds of different levels of technology. Are we talking about from we talk about nanotech? All right, that's part of the system because they able to read people. I don't know if y'all heard that. It was saying about being able to read people and monitor them. Okay, control them. These are the things that we've seen. This is stuff we've seen from this mark. And it's not just the mark in itself, it's the system that's been installed all around us. It's that's the Antichrist system in itself. All right. So you got all this different technology that they've implemented to monitor and control people and also to change people genetically. All right. Let me finish playing it.
Such magnetism of religious interest to the Antichrist that finally he will make all the world fall down and worship him.
In verse 16, speaking of the false prophet, it says, "And he, the false prophet, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark."
Welcome to the Post Shred. This is your class.
He, the false prophet, causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. At this time, there's no firm opinion here of what this 666 stands for, what this number means. It is certainly the number of man, and 6 is the number of man, and 3 is one of the numbers of God. So 666 is man making himself God, but perhaps you will have much more wisdom on that, and you'll be able to identify how this number lines up on this side of the rapture on which you live. What do we know about this allegiance system that you're hearing so much and that is required to be a part of the system?
The Bible does teach that the Antichrist will have an amazing organizational system, and he'll be able to sustain this because he has an information retrievable thing so that he can know every person in the world, and that person can be individually identified by some mark that is put upon him.
So did y'all hear what he said? Let me play it again, man. They was talking about the system. Here we go again, talking about the system. We talking about the rapture, right? We talking about, but look at how everything is so portrayed the same way as what we're seeing, but it's all the different ingredients are there. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The ingredients are there, but it's not as it's been being depicted in the Bible. And then see, that's where people get confused. Well, it ain't in the Bible because they expect it to be to a certain T, to whereas if it's any other way, they'll miss it, right? But if they don't have spiritual discernment, then how you gonna spiritually discern something? But I told y'all they cut off everybody from their spirituality and their spiritual ability. So guess what? Everybody lost. Spiritual discernment. Are y'all following me? Spiritual discernment. You think people that went and just took the walk, you think they had spiritual discernment? Remember what Max Spears said. Those that were connected to their higher self would do what? They would avoid mass wipeouts, just like Noah in the ark. Right? Just like Noah in the ark. You got to have spiritual discernment. If you don't have spiritual discernment, everything for them is physical. Like they expect things to be handwritten, stuff to be spoon-fed to them. Okay? Like that's why they can't grasp the concepts. That's why I can talk to y'all about heaven and hell, and y'all can get a different interpretation of it, and y'all don't fret. Y'all still like, okay, I see how this could make some sense, because y'all able to process information and see things from a different perspective from a higher, more intellectual level than they can. But they are giving this high praise, saying, you might think they got high IQ, but these people really been dulled down, guys. And that's what the whole system that they put in place long time ago did. All right. Your highest level of intellect is your third eye. Right? How you gonna be more intellectual than that? And that was your godlike ability that you were given. So you can't take somebody's godlike ability that God gave you and you better than what God gave you. It's just like saying, I'm going to give you a different immune system better than God gave you, and it's going to be better than the one God gave you. That don't work like that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It just don't work like that. This is where people get confused, though. Am I making sense, man? Like, people get so caught up on the physical aspects of everything because the spiritual aspect has been hidden intentionally. That you can't be a spiritual being, so you will only be subjected to the physical world, and that's why they give everything to you on the physical level, and that's why why? Because you have no spiritual discernment. You have physical discernment. Then some of them don't even have that. You know. Like, man, come on, man. Y'all gotta feel me, though. You gotta feel me. Let me play the rest of this, man. I'm gonna play that part again because I thought it was pretty significant. So I'm gonna play it again. I'll do that sometime. Let's start right back here. I hope the volume good for y'all, though. Hold up. Niggas froze up on us. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it froze up. I'm about to pull it down, pull it back up. Hold on.
That you may receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. At this time, there's no firm opinion here of what this 666 stands for, what this number means. It is certainly the number of man, and 6 is the number of man, and 3 is one of the numbers of God. So 666 is man making himself God, but perhaps you will have much more wisdom on that, and you'll be able to identify how this number lines up on this side of the rapture in which you live. What do we know about this allegiance system that you're hearing so much and that is required to be a part of the system?
The Bible does teach that the Antichrist will have an amazing organizational system, and he'll be able to. He has an information retrieval thing so that he can know every person in the world, and that person can be individually identified by some mark that is put upon him. Once this was thought impossible, but now we live in a time in which it is possible with barcodes and related things to mark anything, or really anybody. Yes, one can put out his hand under a scanner and be instantly identified with a computer capability that could tell the story of his whole life. He will be a part of the organization of the Antichrist.
The Bible anticipated this in Revelation chapter 13, verses 17 and 18. It talked about the fact that the whole world would be reduced to one economic control And that once that's established, this great leader in Rome will demand that everyone receive a mark, a number. Everyone will have their own individual number, but they must swear allegiance to the new government and especially allegiance to this new leader.
This is a mark of allegiance to the beast. This is not just about a new world order. It's not about people uniting. It is taking the mark in allegiance to this beast. It's a system that will lock out all dissidents. Anyone who does not agree with this system, anyone who does not agree with the philosophies and the religious beliefs of the beast, anyone who does not toe the line will be locked out and will not be allowed to even buy or sell anything.
Why should I not join such an organization? Well, the Bible says everyone who receives the mark of the beast will not be able to be saved. He will have cut off the possibility of salvation. The Antichrist.
Did y'all hear that part? Let me get back on here, man, so I can talk to y'all. Did y'all hear that part? What he just said, that anybody that took the mark would not be able to reach God, would not be able to have salvation. Now, I'm not saying this. This is what's being quoted, obviously in Scripture. Okay, now. I just found it rather ironic. We start talking about, well, why can't you reach God? We talking about Antichrist system. We talking about God's channel. We start talking about Christ consciousness again. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You talking about Christ consciousness. You talking about what they saying is you won't be able to reach God. You won't be able to reach God. But Christ consciousness is what you need. You won't be able to have salvation. You won't be able to be a part. Is what they're saying. This is what the Bible is saying. Okay, so let me play that again, man. Let me play it again so people can hear it, man. Now, I'm not necessarily advocating. I'm not saying that this is actually for sure what it is, but I think it's significant, man. When you have to listen to it, and hey, pass your own judgment on what you think it's meaning. But it does make some sense.
This is a mark of allegiance to the beast. This is not just about a new world order. It's not about people uniting. It is taking the mark in allegiance to this beast. It's a system that will lock out all dissidents. Anyone who does not agree with this system, anyone who does not agree with the philosophies and the religious beliefs of the beast, anyone who does not toe the line will be locked out and will not be allowed to even buy or sell anything.
Why should I not join such an organization? Well, the Bible says everyone who receives the mark of the beast will not be able to be saved. He will have cut off the possibility.
Why would he say you won't be able to be saved? You would have cut off. How can you cut off? You see what I'm saying? Like, you cut off. You won't have a possibility to be saved. Listen to what he's saying. What are they trying to cut off? I showed y'all people hallucinating. They seeing stuff on the spiritual level, right? And then they getting people, they putting this Lucifer race, right? So you gonna have Lucifer race and still gonna be able to connect? That's a good question. I'm gonna play it one more time, then we're gonna move along.
Of the beast. Anyone who does not toe the line will be locked out and will not be allowed to even buy or sell anything.
Why should I not join such an organization? Well, the Bible says everyone who will not be able to be saved. He will have cut off the possibility of salvation. The Antichrist is the ultimate embodiment of evil. Therefore, even though it will cost the lives of believers in that time, they should stand against the religion and the government of the Antichrist, because the cost really has to do with eternal destiny.
It's interesting. This couldn't have happened in any other time other than the technology-ridden age in which we and you now live in. You will know by now, of course, that this thing is not about economics. This thing is not about buying and selling. This is about allegiance. This is about religious worship. You know, if you turn over in your Bibles to Revelation chapter 14, you will see at verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
He said, the same shall be said, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out with the mixture into the cup of his indignation. Like the wrath of God. If you take this, people are dying. Okay, so you take this mark. Is that the wrath of God? Like what are we saying here? The wrath of God. People are dying in droves and mass. You know, they having mass exoduses up out there. We're talking about tsunami of deaths. All right. Is that the wrath of God? Is that what it could we could consider it that? Or is this the enemy that's attacking people and hiding behind some of these scriptures that we read? Right? And furthermore, like I said, the whole idea of the rapture, making it seem like more of a physical thing to keep you from understanding what's really happening out here. Let's continue listening.
What an incredible statement this is. If you were sick of the wine of the wrath of God, followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. What an incredible statement this is. If you receive this mark, you will drink of the wine of the wrath of God. There is no salvation after taking this mark. Why? Because this is a spiritual decision. You have to choose right now who you're going to serve. You have to choose which direction you're going to go. You have to make an eternal decision, and taking this mark is a decision in the wrong way. This is about allegiance.
Did y'all hear what he said? It's a spiritual decision. Think about that, guys. And I think that's going. What he last said, man. He said it's a spiritual decision. Y'all heard that, right? He said it's a spiritual decision. Well, let me ask you this, and I just said it a second ago. How are you making spiritual decisions without spiritual discernment? And people are like, well, I got spiritual discernment. But how you got spiritual discernment if they implemented stuff to cut you off spiritually? Like I said, whether you go to church or not, that don't mean you ain't been cut off spiritually. And then you can be fed or given whatever they want to give you. Even if your pastor corrupt, you ain't going to know. You have discernment to discern whether the pastor is even on the right page. Hey, they say, y'all feel me? Decision without spiritual discernment. This is why people was easily deceived in the church. Because regardless, if you, like we say, you could follow Christ, you could follow God, you could pray, do all that stuff. But if you are cut off, you're not gonna know who you hear from. You're not gonna know what you listening to. You're not gonna know what you following. You're not gonna know what's going on. You follow your instructions that's been given to you by those that wanted you to have them, and you do what you're told to do without question. But if you connect it spiritually, which is what they aim to remove from you, from humanity, is the spiritual side of all of us, then you won't have the spiritual discernment in order to make the right conscious decisions that you need to make as it pertains to your forever life, your lifetime, your immortality, okay? Your spirit. You won't have the ability to connect there and be on that level. Does that make sense, man? As crazy as it sounds. So I'm gonna play that piece one more time, that last part, man, because I thought that was significant in what he said. And we're gonna leave that alone.
Verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. What an incredible statement this is. If you receive this mark, you will drink of the wine of the wrath of God. There is no salvation after taking this mark. Why? Because this is a spiritual decision. You have to choose right now who you're going to serve. You have to choose which direction you're going to go. You have to make an eternal decision. And taking this mark is a decision in the wrong way. This is about allegiance. This is about making a decision for your soul.
The Bible also.
So you hear what he's saying, man, which it all makes sense. He's saying a lot about let me see if I can just clear it up. So what he was saying, guys, was you're making a spiritual decision, and this is a decision for your spirit. You got to decide right now whether you're gonna choose God or devil. Like, realistically, guys, it would be great if that's how the decision was presented to everybody. If everybody was presented with the choice, like right now, are you going to serve God or you going to serve the devil? If you serve the devil, you're going to burn in hell. If you serve God, you get to go to heaven. If people was presented the information like that, how many people y'all think going to choose to go to hell? I don't think many are going to choose the hellish route. I just don't think that people are that stupid. But then again, I've seen some stupid stuff happen in the last 4-5 years, so don't quote me on that. But I think for the most part, it doesn't take a high level of intelligence for people to make the right decision if it's presented to them in that way. Okay? If it's presented to them in that way. But think about all the information that we've received. I'm talking about from heaven, hell, from Jesus, from the walk, from just our regular medicine and the foods we eat. Everything that we've decided upon has been hidden. Like, nobody's giving you the information to say, okay, this is what you're doing. It's all been deceptive. Everything that's laid out for us from a physical to a spiritual level, it's been deceptive. Okay, deceptive practice. And we understand that the devil is the father of lies, the father of deception. So if it's a high level of deception at play, why do you think that he would for some reason allow you to have some easy little test? And that's what it is. You think you're going to get an easy test that you could easily pass and go walk your little happy tail right on into heaven's gates. Is that what you think is going to happen? You think that's how it was going to happen? You was going to get an easy test that any 3-year-old could pass, and you was going to walk into heaven regardless of how horrible of a life you lived up until that point. And make no mistake, I'm not saying that you can't be saved and that Christ can't save you. I do believe Christ saved. Christ consciousness, Jesus Christ coming back to you in spirit, yes, that will save you. But save you from what? From making decisions that will lead you to hell? From them keeping you vibrating low so that you won't be able to reach your higher self in order to avoid the mass wipeouts, the mass exodus of all these people on the planet? You think about that. Like, yeah, you have to be able to hear from Jesus. You have to be able to hear from God. But if they've done everything they can to cut you off so that you can't, then how are you going to hear from him? How are you going to be saved? Right? People say you need to ask Jesus in your heart. You need to have Jesus in your heart. Jesus is love. Love is the highest vibration. Jesus is a high vibration. Okay? Whether it be from a symbolic standpoint or actually from the spiritual essence of what Jesus represents. Okay, we still talking about love because that's what Jesus showed. That's what he did. That's what he was. Understand that. So if you got Jesus, if they talk about accept Jesus in your heart, you accepting love into your heart. You're going to vibrate high. You're going to express love. You're going to exhibit love. Like, you're going to be vibrating high. You're going to walk around. Notice how people that go to church and stuff, even though they go to church and they might be getting a bad message or be amongst deceptive characters or whatever, a lot of these people act out of love. Okay, they still have love in their heart. They still walking in righteousness and they are attempting to live the right way. Do for their stuff. Show love to dying people across the nation, whether it be red, black, white, whatever creed you are. You still walking in righteousness and you still exhibiting love. Okay, so you accepting Jesus in your heart. You up in the first part to be able to have a Christ-like consciousness. Okay, because those two operate the same. And I told you, I gave y'all the whole piece about my buddies that I had when I was younger, how they did these evil things to animals and stuff, man. And I was like, man, looking back, I'm like, they was evil as hell. But you know what? They watched a lot. They were, I know now, as I'm older and I've evolved spiritually, I know now how they were so evil in their own right. They used to watch a lot of negative programming. You talk about MTV and stuff like that. They watch MTV night in, night out. I mean, it had some of the most evilest music known to man playing on there. You know, and they would watch this stuff, this negative programming, which is what they try to do to all of us. Okay, they try to use the programming to keep you vibrating low. That's why they pay these music artists the way they do, because they have an agenda to make sure that you're not able to reach that Christ-like consciousness, keep you distracted so that you can't reach that level. If you're distracted, then you can't never lift your spirit and reach that higher level. So you can't ascend. And then it goes back into the spiritual realm and everything, and people going to a state of hell at the same token, right? But this is what they've done. This is why they do it. And most people are caught up in that. They stay distracted. They never get to that point where they able to tap in and reach that Christ-like consciousness. So if you watch a negative program and you like people playing this music, all talking about killing and all this stuff, and just talking about doing whatever with women, that's not love being expressed in that music. That's not love that's being exhibited. Okay. And it's not being exuberated throughout the atmosphere. Okay. When that type of stuff is going on. But we understand that these beings, they operate off this negativity. They vibrate off of that, negative vibration. So they want everybody else to stay at that level so that you won't be able to leave this realm. Okay. We talk about people going to heaven. Like, you can't go to heaven if you can't leave this realm. People are like, well, why do they make the music artists play bad music? Because this is why. I'm telling you why. People want to bicker back and forth whether it's heaven and hell, reincarnation, all that. Look, at the end of the day, you're not going nowhere if you're not right. If you don't have love in your heart and you're not vibrating high, you start talking about chakras and things too, and how that connects. All right, and being able to reach that higher level of consciousness. And I really, like I tell y'all time, man, I believe that is the blueprint. Jesus in your heart, Christ in your mind. If you have Jesus in your heart, you can reach Christ consciousness in your mind, because you'll be vibrating high enough for your pineal gland. Like I told you, you don't want to die with your vibrating low and your pineal gland open up. That's a bad thing. Real talk. That spiritual portal. Now you got dark spirits hanging around that was vibrating just as low as you are when you died, because you had that low frequency music, okay? That low frequency programming and the stuff that they put out there intentionally to keep your spirit grounded. So after this, you don't see the pearly gates, or you don't see those upper dimensions. You don't ascend to those higher levels. Okay, you don't go to meet God in the clouds. All right, you'll be right here, okay, where they laid out the traps to keep you here. All right. So either way, like I was saying, guys, they laid out the beast system, okay, in order to get control of the people and keep them from awakening at the time that they need to awaken. And a lot of stuff is happening right now. Even some of the celebrities and stuff that's been going down, all this stuff happening at the time that it's happening. It's like the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening is the great shift in consciousness. And people are making the shift. Some people not. Some people aren't going to make this shift either. We have to understand that. And it's all comes back to the stuff that's being implemented, and it's being snuck right under people's noses, because people lack the spiritual, the spiritual aspect of this, because they have no spiritual discernment. And this is what they did, and this is what they wanted to do to accomplish what they're doing right now. All right, I'm gonna play this other piece here, man. And we've been on here for almost 2 hours. And I get to going, man. Before you know it, time be gone. I don't even realize I be talking to y'all so long. Before you know it, the time be gone. I look up, man. I'm like, wow, where did the time go? Hold on. Let me play this other piece real quick. Hold on, guys. I hate that volume was so horrible on that last one. Is that making sense, guys, what I just said? Let me know if y'all feeling that. Like I said, man, people gonna have their own perception. They're gonna have their own perspectives of things, and that's okay, man. Like I tell you all the time, man. Hey, I'm not gonna be 100% right about everything, and I don't plan to be 100% right about everything. But I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I'm gonna give you my philosophy. All right, it may differ from yours, and we may be in different places in our life. It's somebody that's right now that's on another level that I need to get to with some of the stuff that they already know. But they wouldn't be hiding so much stuff from you guys if it was supposed to be easy, and if everything was everything. Notice how you only find truths when you start digging. Notice that part. I think that's an important piece. Let me see real quick. Let's see, where is it at? Not even. Okay, hold on. I'll be having too many videos on here, guys. Hey, man, that's not it. Too many videos. All right, so we'll play this real quick. It's slow, guys. Hold on a second, because it's taking a while to kick over. I don't know why. All right.
CRISPR-Cas9, and it's a molecular scalpel. It's literally a tool that scientists can use to cut DNA and trigger targeted changes to genomes.
Everybody's going to know that it is the mark, and they're going to have a choice. No, folks, the mark is a deception. The devil's not that stupid. You think 6 billion people or more are going to line up and take something that they know is going to doom their soul to hell? That there's going to be no more redeemable qualities? Do you think they're actually going to do that? And there's a lot of channels that are denying it, but that's the truth. The mark of the beast is a deception by Satan. It's using sorcery, pharmakia. Folks, there's not going to be someone come on live across the world and announce that he's the Antichrist, that he's the new world leader, and you got to bow down to him and take his mark or else. It's not going to happen like that. This is the great deception, the great falling away.
the last biological people ever. We are the last biological people ever. It's the end of humanity as we know it. We're going to gradually become robots. We'll have millions of little computerized devices, nanobots, in our bloodstream. They'll go into the brain through the capillaries. So our thinking then will be a hybrid of our biological brains with this non-biological expansion. The reality is that we're going to gradually become primarily non-biological. We are effectively robots.
I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.
Be a hybrid of our biological brains with this non-biological expansion. The reality is we're going to gradually become primarily non-biological. We are effectively robots.
I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's in 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.
I've been hearing rumors about those black microfibers that are kind of worm-like that move inside of those N95 masks or whatever. Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving.
Harmful parasites, along with the secret technology, has created a toxic environment in our bodies. These harmful particles, parasites, toxins and poisons exist in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the medicines we take. Detoxifying the body is critical to long-term health and is a necessity for optimal brain and organ function. To address these growing health concerns with yourself and others, visit detoxificationbypurification.com, where we specialize in treating the harmful effects caused by the integration of these harmful substances in the body by providing products that destroys the foreign organisms and disables the foreign technology meant to control you.
Sure enough, there are black microfibers on here, as you can see. Here it is, moving right now. See that? It's moving.
So guys, y'all heard what he was saying, man. Like I told y'all before, think about it. Do y'all really think that the devil, like we talking about the devil being smart, let's be clear, he was smart enough to fool human beings before with Adam and Eve, right? So people think that the devil is so stupid that he would literally lay it out so easily for people to make a decision on whether they was going to be choosing him or choosing God. All right. You really think that he would make it that simple? I told y'all, it's not going to be that simple, man. And it's going to come down to spiritual discernment, which people that took the walk for the most part, man, for the most part, because I know we got folks that's watching that took the walk too. And I'm rooting for you guys because I know some people took it unknowingly. You know, and a lot of it because of the programming, some of the drugging that's taking place, okay, that dumb people down even before them. Like the mark ain't the only thing we've been dealing with. That's also why we set up the detox shop, because of the crap that they put in our systems that have people vibrating low, but also operate on a very low level intellectually. People cannot think, they cannot process information. They have no cognitive learning. Common sense is not common. As bad as it sounds, guys, as bad as it sounds, common sense is not common because we have been effectively drugged, made docile. You think they implemented this stuff? And I think I put in the last video, they was talking about how the Germans implemented the fluoridation in the concentration camps, right? And then we effectively brought these Germans over here, and all of a sudden they're in our medical industry, right? So we adopted some of these tactics, some of the stuff that they implemented. We adopted that stuff. Do y'all understand? This is how you end up with a society that's pretty much dumb, and they depend on their cell phone, their smartphone, because they're not smart humans. They're not smart, so they need a smartphone, right? Your smartphone do everything for you. You ain't got to think. Pretty soon you ain't even gonna be able to have to feed yourself, right? The smartphone got everything you need. What about you being smart? What about you being smart? Is that not equally important? So, anywho, guys, I think that about sums it up, man. I really just want to hit on that piece, man, as far as the mark and kind of driving it home, as far as that rapture piece and how they was talking, like even in that movie Left Behind, they was talking about, oh, people just disappeared. People not finna disappear, guys. Let's be clear. All right, if you waiting for yourself to float off into the skies to be with Jesus, I'm sadly mistaken. And that's why you have to look at it like that too. Jesus is supposed to be floating down in here. So you gonna float up in the sky and Jesus gonna float in. So everybody's just gonna be flying, right? That's what's gonna happen. As a physical being, you're gonna be flying up in the sky, and then where you going when you get up in the sky? Is there a family room up there that you're gonna be waiting in with the other 5 billion people that made the jump because they knew that the mark of the beast was there and they didn't take it? No, that's not it. That's not it. Are you gonna be sitting up in, like somebody said, somebody asked me a question the other day about what you was gonna be doing. Would you work a job in heaven? Or are you gonna have to work a job? Are you gonna have to pay bills in heaven? Like physically, are you gonna have to take care of a physical vessel? Is basically what they asking. But you're not gonna be in a physical level. So if you're not gonna be in a physical form in heaven, you're also not gonna be in a physical form in hell. So now heaven and hell become a state of consciousness. This is how you can block consciousness, by incorporating these different chemicals and things, so you can prevent, okay, Christ consciousness. But you can also implement a state of hell for people that have not been able to access or to be vibrating high enough to get to those upper dimensions, so to reach their higher self or to reach God. All right. They giving everything to you on a physical level, man. You have to be able to make the rotations, the right read. It's what it's come down is making the right read on this stuff, man. Right. But just like people was expecting the mark to come a certain kind of way. They expecting heaven and hell to be something, like everything is supposed to be seen on this physical level. And I think that's where the deception lies. Hey, the devil been smarter than human beings for a long time, man. I hate to tell y'all that. He been smarter. That's why people so deceived now, even the most elect. That's what they said. Right? Yeah, the Left Behind, man. It's a movie. It came out, I want to say 93. If you haven't got to see it, man, check it out. Left Behind is from 93. There is one actor that I recognize in there. I can't remember his name right now. But of the whole movie, I think it was only one actor that I was able to recognize. And they got like a part 2 of it and everything else. So it's an old movie, man. It is. And I believe there's one that actually came out before that, because I think when I was younger, I remember watching it. See, my mom, she was on that kind of stuff. She really had us. We was really in the church pretty tough, man. I will say that. So I saw a lot of that. But yeah, guys, you need to check that movie out if you haven't already. If you haven't got to watch the last video I just did, let me see. I had that image up on the screen. I'm gonna put it up again. So if Rumble, then you can just slide over and check that video, draconian measures. I believe that's what we've been dealing with. Draconian measures, but the draconian measures is being implemented by the devil himself, who represent the draconians. You don't understand how we got to that or came to that conclusion, then you need to go back and watch some of my older videos. But that video alone, it's kind of jam-packed with some stuff. So I will watch that. If you haven't got a chance, man, go watch Draconian Measures. It's on Rumble. If you're watching on YouTube right now, it's transition over transition over. Like, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube right now, do something for me, man. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Some of y'all come over here, man. Y'all watch videos day in and day out. Y'all have never hit the like button. Y'all never. Some of y'all ain't even subscribed. Some of y'all been unsubscribed and you didn't even know it. Most people been unsubscribed. Check your notification bells. Your notification bells is not on. Well, I know a lot of people is on and they still don't get notifications. So anyway, make the transition over to Rumble. We did crack 10K over there. But that stuff been moving in slow mode, man. It always go real fast, get to the top, and then they just start slowing the numbers down, making it so it don't move. I find that really, really odd. Each and every channel. So if you get a chance, man, make sure y'all slide over to Rumble, man. Slide over to Rumble, like, subscribe over there. As I stated at the beginning of the video, we are doing that half off on the super bundle. Okay, that's dealing with getting these parasites and stuff that they put in your system intentionally. That's deteriorating your health from the inside out. Okay, that's as far as the DE, parasite detox. You got the Genesis pineal gland decalcifier, deals with Morgellons, nanoparticles. Also deals with decalcifying the pineal gland, getting the fluoride out your system. You got the Body Shot detox, deals with the Morgellons on your skin, deals with the nanobots and stuff on your skin. I told y'all, I never took the walk, man. I never took the walk. Wouldn't take it. But that does not dismiss the fact that they still put stuff in our food that I found out that was in my body, that I had to start ridding myself out. And that's how we even got on this whole detox shop journey to begin with. So dealing with that, the Body Shot detox, get that stuff off your skin, man. You should be getting this stuff that they spraying, getting that stuff off your skin at least 2 to 3 times a year. I would recommend. If you've never, like I say, guys, if you've never done a detox of your system, understand, I explain this to you, and you're not going to hear this anywhere else, not in your mainstream media, not on your mainstream medical folks either, not your pharmacists, not your doctors. But if you don't detox your system, okay, from some point in your early adult years or your childhood years, you will come down with one of these major ailments, whether it be some level of cancer, whether it's some level of dementia or serious health deteriorating diseases, because majority, 95% of the time, parasites are behind these ailments, these diseases that you have. And they changed the literature, the medical literature and information. They changed it to deceive you. Talk about the devil being deceptive. Well, guess what? The ones that did this was from the Nephilims. You don't know that stuff though, right? But they deceived you. This is how they control the population. We ain't gonna get to all that right now, man. I don't know how much of this video we're gonna be able to keep on YouTube. Told y'all, man, I be net most wanted for a reason. Like really the net most hated. I need to change my name. Anyway, guys, like I said, we are doing that half off, man. Help you guys get cleaned up on that super bundle and that Flex 4, which both of those can tackle a lot of those issues that you are having or will ultimately end up having based off of the stuff that they've been doing. We still have the MMS digital download for those that are looking to get that information so they can have access to something that is not contaminated or tainted by this corrupt industry of medical deceivers, is what I like to call them. They ain't experts, these medical deceivers. So you can have access to something that's going to take care of your health more than what they're getting out there and giving to you guys. All right. So, and that's something you can pick up for yourself. I told y'all that's something that Trump had mentioned. And I know people are like, oh, Trump, oh, hell with Trump. Oh, well, at the end of the day, guys, I hate to tell you, Trump did tell us a lot of stuff that actually helps, whether you want to accept it or not. And I told y'all it's 2 or 3 different Trumps. So you just, hey, if you ain't figured that part out yet, man, and people are like, man, he double talks. I don't like, he say one thing, he said no. That's because it's 2 different ones. Cloning centers, understand. Try to tell y'all that. But anyway, like I said, we do have that information, the protocols for the different elements that you might have too. That digital download is in the detox shop as well. The link is in the description box. Also, that credit crack code itinerary is also in the detox shop. I did put that in there as well, guys. If you don't know, that was basically a credit itinerary that pretty much breaks down every move that you're supposed to make with your credit, moving money around, stuff like that. Came to me from a millionaire, man. I appreciate that document, man. Probably the most valuable document I ever received from anybody in my lifetime, even outside of my degree. So man, that you guys have access to as well. That digital box as well for those that want access so they can handle their own credit issues for the duration of their lifetime, which is very important. Speaking of credit issues, man, one thing I want to talk about too, and I'm not gonna get into it today, but the B system, we understand it's the Antichrist system. Okay, you part of that system, man. The stuff that they put in so that you can be in the system, you have to have the mark, but you also get to enjoy the benefits thereof. But you have to understand, guys, that they are engineering a social credit system too that's going to be centered around this stuff. All right, so this B system is more extensive than what you guys know or what you guys might think you know right now. It's more extensive, and it's going to get pushed even further. This is not the end. Y'all wonder why we got all these deaths and things that's happening. They still pushing it, still pushing it, still pushing it. It's not going to stop. They're going to continue to push it. And when they through pushing it, guess what? They're going to push it some more because they're going to come up with something else. Say, oh, we got to do this now because this is what's happening to people. Even though they the ones triggering and engineering the crap, they choreographing the whole thing or orchestrating the whole thing. And then they always can say, well, you guys have to take this because you're a threat. You're the reason these people are having this problem. And I told you, I broke it down in the last video, man. And I had Robert Kennedy Jr. He was on there talking about how the ferrets was cool. All the ferrets that took the walk, the walk, the one that everybody took, all of them was cool until what? He said until they got introduced to a wild virus. Where's the wild virus being found at right now? In the food. It's being found in the food. So guess what? People, it's a regular virus. Understand this, guys. It's a regular virus to anybody that catches it that ain't took the walk. You gonna shake it off. Just like in the movie. I put that movie, was it Fatal Contact? Where they was talking about the avian flu. And it was like, we can't understand how some people are getting it and they're just fine. And then others are getting in there dying immediately. They're dying over the course of a week or so. But this is the most fatal, most deadly disease ever. This is what they were saying. They were saying it was projecting it was going to kill like 350 million people. All this stuff they were saying. And this is what they also saying here in the real life. That was the movie talking. But in real life, they've been saying that this is 100 times worse than what COVID was. But think about all the deaths they said we had with COVID. Think about that. Right? So how can something be 100 times worse than that? Well, the reason is because this is going to impact those that took the walk very badly because it goes back to the ferrets that they was doing and they stopped because they was like, we can't get this to people because the ferrets, all of them died. But they didn't die from the initial dose of the walk. They died from the second virus that came into play. How are they implementing this second virus now? You see, I played the video in the draconian measures where they showed all these kids and stuff dying. Well, they showed them dying at home. They like all these people dying at home and stuff like that. Well, guess how they dying at home? Well, you got the first part. You got it's a combination. It's a double chemical reaction that's going on. So you got the first part in your system. Remember what the dude said when they said they was making this cattle take it. They gave all these different stuff to the cattle, and the cattle was being found. They still had this virus in the meat after they was dead. We talking about the ones that's still alive too. They still got it too. So guess what you eating? So when you eat this stuff and you done took the walk, guess what? Now you become one of the ferrets. You got the walk and then you got the wild virus. You put them together, what you got? I'm just saying, guys, if you took the walk, understand, guys, be careful on what you consuming. That's why I showed you that whole piece, man. I said on that video, I said, man, if you not make sure you're paying attention to these several segments. Watch Draconian Measures. Watch that video that I got right here, right at the top. Watch that video. I said, watch what you eating because they implementing the stuff in the food. I played several videos about the stuff they was putting in the food. You wonder why we all of a sudden got this avian flu going on, right? But you know that they forcing these farmers to inject all these different animals and stuff. And they like, oh, it's jumping from animal to animal. Well, y'all start forcing people to inject what they told. Think about it. They tell you take the walk and it's good for you. They give the animal something, so they give you something. So they put something in your system, like they did the ferrets. Then they put something in the animals. Guess what? The animals got something in their system. Guess what? Then you eat the animals. So what they found in chickens and finding in cows. What we eating? Chicken, hamburger, pork chops. What we eating? Y'all feel me? So if you took the walk, I would be very cautious about what I consume. report to tell you why people. It's really happening, guys. I can't tell you how much information I've heard as far as the funeral homes and coroners and stuff being overwhelmed and insurance companies and stuff. It's not this is not a game. This is not for play. This stuff is really going down like that. But as long as you know, you can protect yourself. So do what you can, man, to protect yourself for as your health. If you're taking a walk, man, I would do things to at least take out the intelligent parasite. I would deal with that because that's what they've been linked to, this turbo cancer. And you don't want that. And these things, these intelligent parasites, they say they move faster than anything they ever seen, right? And they also saying that this is the fastest moving cancer. There's people coming out with stage 4, like the first day they show up is stage 4. They never seen nothing like it. 2/3 of the people that's coming out is being diagnosed with stage 4 out the gate. Why? That's because them things moving fast as crap. You understand? So anyway, guys, like I said, man, if you haven't already, man, go watch Draconian Measures. If you haven't got a chance to clean your system out, we are going to run that 50% off for the rest of this weekend. Probably going to end that on Monday. So if you haven't got a chance, guys, you will have that option for the Super Bundle and the Flex 4, man, to start trying to get some of this stuff out your system and get your pineal glands decalcified, get the fluoride out. That way that you can connect on a higher, more intellectual level and also get your spiritual consciousness back, which is important so you can make spiritual discernments. Anyway, I'm tired, guys. It is 11 o'clock where I'm at, man, and this is Net, and I am signing out. Y'all be safe. I will catch you on the next video.
Heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday, heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Never stop by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Never stop by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, I'll call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. You still take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Oh, it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stops by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, call you out if we don't change it now. Holiday is on my mind. Used to take me by surprise. Truth that breaks by the night. If we don't change, we're stuck in time. It's heavy now, we don't change. Come back down, keep it safe. Spinning room, lost my mind. Keep it up, killing time. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind in shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Though it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Heaven stars by my side. Hurry up, leave it behind. Fickle love, living now, we don't change, come back down, keep it safe, spinning room, lost my mind, keep it up, killing time, don't wait up, it'll be okay, know it's coming at me like a tidal wave. Pick it up as if you found peace of mind and shattered sound. Extra days to sit around, wonder why you can't be found. Don't wait up, it'll be okay. Left alone to face the day.